What would happen if a boy who had everything decided to live like he had nothing? Not for attention, not for social media, but for a secret experiment. An experiment that would change another boy's life forever. And what started as curiosity would become something neither of them expected. Stay with me because the ending of this story is not what you think. Adrian Cole was 16 years old. Tall, confident, neatly dressed. The kind of boy who never had to check price tags. He lived in a home with glass walls and skyline views. His shoes cost more than some families' monthly rent. But here's what most people didn't know. Adrian wasn't spoiled. He was curious. Curious about why some kids at school looked exhausted. Why some avoided lunch. Why some disappeared before after-school activities. One of them was Samuel. Samuel was 15, slightly shorter, thin, same uniform every week, shoes worn down at the edges, but his eyes sharp, focused, determined. He didn't complain. He just kept going, and Adrian couldn't stop thinking about him. One evening, Adrian asked his father, "Did you ever wonder what it actually feels like to have nothing?" His father paused. "I grew up with nothing," he said quietly. "And I worked so you wouldn't." But Adrian wasn't satisfied. He didn't want to read statistics. He didn't want another lecture about hard work. He wanted to understand. So he made a decision. For 30 days, he would live differently. No designer clothes. No family name. No financial safety net. He would blend in. And no one, not even Samuel, would know. The first thing Adrian learned: poverty changes how people look at you. Teachers spoke differently. Students avoided eye contact. Cashiers were colder. And for the first time in his life, he felt invisible. That's when he saw Samuel differently too. Samuel rushed from school every day. Not to hang out. Not to play. But to work. Stacking shelves, carrying groceries, helping his mother. Then going home to study under a single dim light. And here's the part that broke Adrian. Samuel wasn't bitter. He was grateful. Before we go further, think about this. If you suddenly lost everything tomorrow, would your attitude stay the same? Comment yes or I don't know. Be honest. One afternoon, Adrian, still in disguise, sat beside Samuel outside school. "You ever get tired?" Adrian asked. Samuel smiled faintly. "Yeah, but I don't have time to stay tired." That sentence stayed with him. That night, Adrian couldn't sleep. He realized something. This was no longer an experiment. It was a responsibility. So he began quietly. He spoke to the school counselor anonymously. He funded exam prep materials. He ensured Samuel's school fees were mysteriously covered. No big gestures. No cameras. Just quiet opportunity. Months passed. Samuel's grades improved. His teachers noticed. A scholarship application was submitted. Then, one morning, an envelope arrived. Samuel opened it slowly. His hands trembled. He read it once, twice, then covered his mouth. He got in. Full academic scholarship. His entire future rewritten. And he had no idea who made it possible. But here's what no one expected. Adrian wasn't celebrating. He was different now. Quieter. More grounded. The experiment had changed him too. Weeks later, Adrian asked Samuel to meet him after school. This time, he didn't wear the faded hoodie. He stood there, clean-cut, composed. Samuel stared. Confused. "You?" he whispered. Adrian nodded. "I needed to understand," he said. "But you taught me more than I expected." Samuel didn't feel embarrassed. He didn't feel used. He felt seen. And for the first time, equal. Years later, Samuel would say something powerful. "The money helped. But knowing someone believed in me, that's what changed everything." And Adrian? He didn't just inherit wealth, he inherited purpose. Because sometimes, the greatest acts of kindness are the ones no one sees. And sometimes, changing someone else's destiny is what changes your own. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to believe that quiet kindness still exists. And remember, you don't have to be rich to change a life. You just have to care enough to understand. Stories like this remind us that extraordinary kindness exists all around us. If this touched your heart, please like this video. It helps more people discover these inspiring stories. Subscribe for more tales of human kindness that will restore your faith in humanity. And most importantly, look for opportunities in your own life to be someone's unexpected blessing. What act of kindness will you perform this week? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and remember, you have the power to change someone's entire world.